Hello, my name is Michael Gustin. Have you ever been tired of making the same type of dishes over and over again for dinner and you wanted to go out on a limb and try something new to satisfy your taste buds? Well, this pie full of goodness will definitely be having you going back to the recipe box every single week. Now, don't be fooled here. I'm not cutting straight to dessert. This main course option that will satisfy your hunger and not linger any doubts when you leave the dinner table. This inglorious pie I'm talking about is called taco pie. According to Pillsbury Online in March 2015, your family will race to the table when you serve this croissant-crusted taco pie in which crushed corn chips add just the right crunch. So today my goal is to demonstrate how to prepare this mouth-watering meal in 3 steps. First, the ingredients and equipment needed. Second, putting the masterpiece together. And third, baking and serving instructions. Now that we've outlined today's cooking topics, let's get to the first step, and that is laying out the ingredients and cooking materials you need. You do not need much to complete this, as you need 1 large baking sheet, as you can see here. The next thing you will need is aluminum foil for the baking sheet. And moving on, a large spatula and spoon, which I have right here, and a knife for later when you are going to cut and serve your finished product. So, and then also an oven where we're going to cook our taco pie once it's prepared. As seen in Recipe Online in 2008, you will have 1 pound of ground beef as we move into our ingredients. 1 large bag of tortilla chips, which I'm spicing up today and using Doritos, which you can see right here with the Doritos. 1 can of salsa, right out here. Moving on to 1 ounce package of croissant rolls. And then 1 bag of shredded cheese. So now we pointed out all the ingredients. You may also use at the end, which I don't have the taste buds for sour cream, so I'm not including it to today's meal dish today, but you can use sour cream if you so desire. So now that we've highlighted the ingredients here today, let's get into actually preparing the meal. Preparing and going through the first step, and that goes through taking your aluminum foil and putting it on your pan. So I already have that done here. I had to lay out the croissant rolls on the pan. So you line the pan with aluminum foil. That's the first step. Second step is getting the croissant rolls on the pan. So what you do is you would take this and pop it open. And once you pop it open, you take the croissant rolls and you unroll them so they unroll into the square position which is on the pan. So now you want to add your first layer, which is crushed Doritos. So I already had these crushed here. I'm going to add the first layer to the taco pie. Open up the Doritos and put down the crushed Doritos as you sprinkle it across, like so. Put a fairly good layer on, about 3 or 4 handfuls. You use a large bag of Doritos. Throw 1 more on. And sprinkle it around so it's fairly even throughout. And you have your first layer complete. So now the second layer, you're going to add your ground beef, which I prepared this ground beef beforehand so it's browned and ready to go. So what you want to do is take your skillet and take 1 pound of ground beef and go prepare it first by browning it and then putting it on here so you can serve it onto the taco pie. So I got 1 pound of ground beef here, and I'm going to put it on the taco pie here. So we sprinkle it across. So you get that and then spread it out here. Always make sure and wash your hands before you do this, which I have. So that's spread out proportionally. And the next thing you're going to do is add your cheese. This is a 6 total layer masterpiece here. So you go and add the cheese here. Just a simple shredded cheese. You get a mozzarella blended with just American cheese. That's what I chose here today. So sprinkle it on top. Like I said, there's no real absolute, you can't mess up by doing this. It's just kind of putting as much as you would desire. So The recipe calls for a cup. I use a little bit more than using a cup. So I put that on, and there's your third layer. Now moving into the fourth layer, you want to add your salsa. So you open up your salsa here.